Hi. First of all, I'm going to answer some of your questions. Some of you folks wondered why I use a sharp knife like this instead of one of these. And I'll tell you why that is. With a sharp knife and the method that I taught you how to cut your flowers, you always have a very sharp cutting edge. If you use one of these, and you have very delicate stems, you might squash them. And if yours is not very sharp, or it's hard to use, it will not benefit your flowers at all. So I go with a knife. If you have one of these that's really sharp and you can handle it, do it, go for it. And otherwise use the knife as I instructed. Another question was, how do I keep the water in my vase as clean as possible? And somebody responded with a crushed aspirin. I think aspirins are for humans and not for flowers. Of course, there's something in the aspirin that keeps the water, that disinfects the water. But if you don't add enough water to the crushed aspirin, you will burn your flowers. So maybe use a little bit of sugar. Some people say 7-Up is great. I just go for a really clean vase, really clean water, and just refresh the water every 3-4 days and keep leaves not touching the water. Those are the golden rules. And then the third question was, if I have long stem flowers, all different kinds, which are really in fashion at the moment and easily available, you get a bunch of flowers with a large variation of beautiful flowers. How do you place them in the vase? And I'll show you that because I have some. So last week, I'm going to turn around. We use this vase. It has a very big opening. Unless you have a lot of greenery, it's very hard to put the long stem flowers in a vase like that without them falling over. So the best solution is having a vase, and I already put the water in, but you can see that the opening here is not so big. I can't even put my hand in it. I'm going to do it here because this is the only place that I have where I can show you the placement of the flowers in a really good way with a neutral background. So here we go. I'll show you the flowers that I bought so that you can see what I'm going to do. So I have all these very long stemmed flowers, beautiful flowers. I have a rose and I have a lily and different kinds of flowers. And then I also bought some greenery, some leaves. Now I probably won't use all of it, and I maybe will have to use the bigger vase, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to first start in the back with the longest flower that I have, which is this gorgeous flower. Well, again, almost touched the ceiling. Knife on one side and you pull. You can never cut yourself like this. So you pull. See, this is what we're after. The nice cut. I'm going to add some greenery in immediately to support my flower and make it easy for myself to put the rest in. So I'm sure to take the leaves off that would touch the water and placing it in here. Now you can see that I'm going to use this to position my flowers. So the next one, also very beautiful and very tall. So I'm just going to hold it here and see where it will be nicely placed. And then I'm going to cut the flower, the stem, over here a nice sharp cut, as you can see with the blue of my vest, which I put on especially so I can instruct it. And now I'm using the leaves to sort of put it in between. Can you see that? That the stem of the leaves are supporting the stem of the flower. Now I have this little chrysanthemum here. Don't you think it's pretty? We had a white one a while ago in another video, but I just like them. This bouquet is very, very strong. So for the summer, it's a good idea. See, so I can place them in the stems of the other flowers. Okay, and I have this one. The florist thought it was a little ugly. I like it. So again, I'll cut it and place it here in the heart. See how pretty that is? And then I have this lovely, lovely lily. I've never seen one of these actually. Now, this happens. I mean, it's nature, right? So you just take this one off if it bugs you. Now, I think I'm going to place it over here. I think it would look very pretty. So I'm cutting it again and placing it just here. See? So every flower has its own place and you can appreciate them all. Let's see. One over here. Now these leaves have to go, and I'll show you how that's done. You just take the leaf and you pull it to the side. Take the leaf, pull it to the side. Do you see how easy they let go? So you take the leaf like with your hand, you hold it like this, and you just take it off. Because this can also rot, so you need to get rid of it. Now I want to have it over here. That means that a little piece has to go. Maybe a little bit more. And then this one also has to go. So just floop, it's off. Then place it behind the lily. Now we made sure the vase opening was only like this. So that means that all the flowers can go in and they'll be quite supporting each other. So that's great. Now this is also a very special, I don't know how to call it in English, but I'm sure somebody knows. We say Alstroemeria, and that probably would be something of the same sort in English. See, that goes nicely to the side so that you can see all the flowers. They all have their own place. And another favorite of mine, let's see if I can catch the color. It's a pink. Yeah, it's not yellow, it's not really pink. And I really like them long. So I'll place them in the back. This rose hardly has any thorns. They say no rose without a thorn. Well, this one is also on its place so you can see it. And then I have these feathers just for decoration, just for the wow factor. And let's see how these go. And I'll show you a picture of the whole display, the whole arrangement in the beginning of the video. So, well, it's done. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment below or an email at me at Caroline@thenaturallifestylist, and I'll be very pleased to answer them. So this was the bouquet of this week. I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole arrangement. See how wonderful it looks. And we can enjoy this for the next week until we make another video for you. And until that time, prepare to be doing this at home, and see you soon. And remember, if you like it, just give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Thank you.